How to Have Sex is out in theaters, feature debut from writer-director Molly Manning Walker, a film that on the surface might seem like a raunchy party comedy about a bunch of horny young people on vacation, but in reality is a rather serious and competent drama, which, judging by some of the reactions I noticed and overheard in the theater I was in, was a surprise to some of the people in the audience. The film starts with three young British girls arriving in a small town in Greece, along with a plane full of others like them, for a quick vacation, which is generally supposed to be lots of swimming in the sea and in the hotel pool, lots of drinking, lots of dancing, and lots of sex. That last part is especially enticing for Tara, one of the girls who is a virgin and is very self-conscious about it, wants to finally lose her virginity to someone. But things don't go exactly the way she would have expected them to, and the sort of wonderful holidays turn for the worse. So it's a film about several different things, I think. It's about peer pressure and the desire to fit in with a group even if you feel like you're being left out by the others, about reaching a point in your life where there's a crossroads, and it becomes increasingly more obvious that maybe following the same people is not necessarily in your best interest. It's about discovering who in your life wishes you well and who doesn't, discovering that sometimes people can be selfish fake friends, and sometimes they straight up want to exploit you. It's about the idea of consent and putting the audience in the shoes of a girl who ends up having some horrifying experiences. The film constantly alternates between being really oppressive with loud music, flashy lights, loud shouting, club atmosphere, lots of drinking, lots of clubbing, party vibe, and and the quieter moments in between, which the longer the story goes on, the more they become equally as oppressive, but in a more emotional sense. They make you feel like in those moments, you, together with the character, are left to sort of contemplate all the shitty stuff that's going on, and sort of makes you experience how the noise and the alcohol is all an escape from all that. There's a brilliant central performance by Mia McKenna-Bruce, who shows incredible range throughout the film and feels like a completely real person, and also made me feel various things towards her. Annoyance at the beginning, compassion and sadness later on. The dialogue feels very real, so do the side character interactions, and I also think the film does a great job of showing you, from the perspective of this girl, how uncomfortable and straight up fucked up some of the situations are. Something that is hard to imagine for me as a man, and you sort of get to experience it here by proxy, which I think is quality of great art, generally speaking, that it becomes transportative in that way, allowing you to experience and feel things that would otherwise be unattainable to you in real life. I like the film. I think it's genuinely very good, and despite a multitude of themes it explores, feels very focused and tight. I do recommend checking it out, but do know that it's not a very pleasant film, and certainly isn't the party holiday romp that it may seem like from the title and the poster.